Oh my God, Adam Gase is the scariest person I have ever seen.
Jets, 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 Jets!
There will be no playoff mandate. Absolutely not. I'll never do that. Good to see you, by the way.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg!
If you haven't seen the Adam Gase introduction press conference, please, I'll put a link down below. You need to watch it. It is the scariest thing I've ever seen. This guy looks like an absolute lunatic. Holy hell. If this is probably the scariest thing that could possibly jump out of my closet. He is intense. Not like camping, like super terrifying serial killer intense. Aside from our coach looking like a friggin' psychopath, what else did we learn from this press conference? Here are 3 things that I took away. The first question asked to Adam Gase was, what was the biggest lesson you learned from your time in Miami? He said, don't be impatient when you're hiring your staff. So that's obviously a clear nod towards Greg Williams. I think they're trying to get a deal done. There was news that came out that the Redskins were trying to swoop in and steal Williams from us. So I think he's trying to tell Jet fans, hey, let the process work its way. You know, we're going to interview everyone. We're going to leave no stone unturned. We're going to get the right guy for the job. Number 2, adapt to your team. One of the biggest things that was asked of him during this press conference was, why wasn't your offense effective last year? And he mentioned, due to injuries and some deficiencies we had, we needed to sacrifice stats to get wins. And one way he did that was by turnover margin. They focused on holding on to the ball more. And when you look at it, of the top 8 teams in turnover margin, 7 of them made the playoffs, and Miami was right up there with them. So that's obviously going to be a focal point. I think we'll see Sam Darnold's interceptions go down next year. I think we'll see turnovers as a whole get better next year. But also that he's willing to adjust his game plan. If he's got the talent, I think he can open up, the offense a little bit more than maybe he was able to down in Miami. One other thing that stood out to me was that he said he understood our defense more than our offense. And that's because he had to game plan around it twice a year for the last 3 years. So he understands where we have flaws and where we could get better and how he was able to attack our defense to have success against us. And finally, I think the other really big news to come out of this press conference is that Christopher Johnson is not going to put a playoff mandate on the season. That means they are committed to this rebuild. They're going to continue building this the proper way. I was really happy to see this get said and brought up in the conversation. I think building it the right way through the draft, getting the right free agents, grooming this quarterback, it's going to build sustained success. So I'll leave you guys with that. I'll ask you one more question. Do you think the colors of their ties were a sneak peek of the new color scheme for the Jets this year? Leave a comment down below. As always, guys, go Jets.